Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. So, before I dive into today's episode, which is doing a little bit of a deep dive into PK, Dorit, Mauricio, and Kyle's relationship timelines, we both know that these two couples are now allegedly separated. And of course, those pesky rumors about Dorit and Mauricio having some sort of sexually inappropriate relationship, whether it's just flirting or more than that, what is really going on? So before we dive in, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. It's a fun and easy way to support the show, and I would really appreciate it. So with that, let's go. So this is from Bravo TV. It says, is it the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or the real estranged couples that happen to all be best friends of Beverly Hills? You could argue for either, actually. When Dorit Kemsley joined the cast for season 7 in 2016, she and her husband, Paul PK Kemsley, quickly became close with Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky, who has been on the cast since season 1, and though both couples have since split, their connections live on in various ways. Don't forget, Dorit and Kyle became very close regarding them turning their backs on their friend LVP. They became a part of the faux Fox 5 with Lisa Rinna, Erica Jane, and Teddy Mellencamp for the sole purpose of taking down LVP. Unfortunately, sometimes there's no better way to become friends when you have a common enemy. So these two chicks' friendship was born out of jealousy and resentment for another woman. So are we shocked that their friendship is ending over jealousy and resentment toward each other? So let's keep going. Ahead, get all the information on Kyle, Mauricio, Dorit, and PK's relationship today, plus a photo of the four of them, which is now on the screen. So, what happened between Kyle Richards and Dorit Kemsley? So, season 13 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills saw longtime friends Kyle and Dorit dealing with a much different dynamic than fans were used to. During that season's finale, it was revealed that they hadn't spoken in months. I was hurt by some things she had said, Kyle explained during a Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen appearance following the February 2024 episode. We have some things to figure out. In June of 2024, Kyle talked to Us Weekly about their standing and what caused it. The dynamics have shifted tremendously this year, she said, adding that neither woman really supported each other in their marriage separations. Unfortunately, that's not where we're at right now in our relationship. We're both going through different but similar situations, so it is unfortunate that we're in this position. Are PK Kemsley and Mauricio Umansky still friends? Yes. Mauricio and PK are still friends despite the drama between their wives. In February of 2024, they were spotted grabbing dinner together at Cipriani in Beverly Hills. No Kyle or Dorit in sight. The same thing happened in October of 2024. In November 2024, the men even took a trip to Miami together, where they were even seen partying with some of the Summer House guys. Mo and PK Miami tour, Mauricio wrote on an Instagram story capturing the trip. Well, this is the thing. PK and Mauricio, they drink together. I don't know if PK is still sober or not, or what that situation is. They drink together. They, pick up women together, allegedly married or not. They party it up. They do what the boys do, So am I shocked that they're still friends? No. Why would they not still be friends? Why would they not still hang out? Especially since they're both going through separations. It's not like they have to now take a side, like, oh, my wife is beefing with your wife. We can't be friends. It's like, well, I'm about to divorce my wife, so we might as well be friends. My biggest question is, how were they able to get over the rumors that Mauricio and Dorit were allegedly hooking up or attracted to each other or flirting, whatever you want to call it? Those rumors about Mauricio and Dorit. I mean, if I'm PK, I'm I'm bare minimum curious. Yo, dude, did something happen between you and my wife? You're supposed to be my best friend. We almost went into business together. What's up? So either PK doesn't care or he believes Mauricio and Dorit that nothing happened. This is what I think happened. Again, this is just my opinion. I think Dorit would bet it all for Mauricio. I think if Mauricio wanted Dorit, he could have her. I think she's attracted to him. I think she thinks she's better than Kyle. And I think she's ready to level up from PK. But I don't think that Mauricio wants Dorit. So, do I think anything happened between them? No. Do I think it could have? Yes. That's where I land. But I want to know what you guys think about this. So, in the past, PK has called Mauricio his brother. PK really makes Mo laugh, and vice versa, Kyle explained during an episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show in 2021. They just have this sort of bromance now that people like watching, and PK loves to put on his Instagram. So, Dorit Kemsley addresses Mauricio Umansky and PK's friendship. Mo and PK are good friends. They spend a lot of time together. They're very close, she told Deadline in November of 2024. So it's not unusual that they would be meeting for lunch or dinner. I think they meet every week when they're both in town. Again, both in town. Like, PK is always in London, Mauricio is always traveling for the agency. So it's sort of like, bros who get together, drink, hang out, do what they got to do. And don't forget, these are the same guys who we're laughing and joking about which woman is the hottest besides our wives, last season at a party. So if they are that brazen to be ranking the looks of other women on camera, I wonder what they do off camera? So where do Kyle Richards and Dorit Kemsley stand today? So Mo and PK are good friends, but let's see where Kyle and Dorit stand. So Kyle and Dorit's current standing is a bit more precarious than their estranged husbands, but their relationship might be headed in a different direction than we think. Throughout 2024, they met at various times, first for a birthday dinner and then for Sutton Strack's fashion show, celebrating her Sutton brand's green label capsule collection. Were way better than the season 14 trailer. I will say that Kyle teased during an Amazon live stream in November of 2024. We'll leave it at that for now. However, new information may have caused Kyle to start rethinking their standing. We came into this not in a good place and it just got worse, she told Extra a few days later. Even though we worked through a lot of it, when I see the trailer and the things she said, then we're back to square one. Don't forget, Dorit was also on Watch What Happens Live last night, right after the premiere, and she was still shading the hell out of Kyle. She had an attitude. She was very nasty, I thought, very off putting. And I think this is the real Dorit that we're seeing. I think this mean, nasty version of Dorit is the real her. I don't think we've really seen her real personality until now. She is not holding back. She's being very rude, very nasty. And I think that's the real Dorit that we're finally seeing. So I think her and Kyle are clearly still beefing. Okay. So Kyle Richards, PK Kemsley, Dorit, and Mauricio vacation. So as mentioned, a major point of the contention during season 13 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was the fact that Dorit and Kyle's relationship wasn't in the same place it once had been. Kyle and I used to go away once or twice, even more a year. Now I'm not invited on any of Kyle's trips, Dorit shared during episode 9 of season 13. However, Kyle shared that wasn't entirely true. While the foursome had gone away together, it didn't happen that often. This is not to be shady, but we've only gone on one trip together as a couple that I can recall. Mo, PK, Dorit, and me, the former child star, said in a January 2024 Amazon live stream. We did do Vegas together, that's true, and then we've been in London at the same time, but that was just a flat out exaggeration. Now, Kyle, stop lying. I do think that Kyle and Mauricio and Dorit and PK were couples friends. There was a friendship there. And they were traveling together, doing dinners together. Their children, were close. So I do think that Kyle was downplaying their friendship because she was pissed at Dorit, and that was her way of being shady. But at the same time, I do think that Dorit never really liked Kyle like that. I think she only was friends with Kyle out of convenience, out of cover to be on the show, out of, you know, her own wanting to stay on the show, to have a storyline, to have Kyle as an ally, not because she actually likes Kyle. I don't think Dorit ever liked Kyle, and that's why we're seeing all this vitriol now. So, yes and no. I do think that they were couple friends and they were hanging out a lot, but I don't think Dorit ever liked Kyle, and I think Kyle only downplayed it because she was pissed and she was being petty and she was on her get back. Okay. So, what the couples have said about the relationships. Although rumors have swirled that Dorit and Mauricio, and even Kyle and PK, after the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 14 trailer revealed that they were texting, have been attracted to each other following their splits, Kyle recently put the chatter to rest. Okay. Okay. So basically, they're saying the rumors about Dorit and Mauricio, and then there's also rumors about Kyle and PK texting each other. So Kyle says, no, oh my gosh, in her November 2024 conversation with Extra. The funny thing is, there had been rumors about Dorit and Mauricio, which were stupid and ridiculous, but no, I'm just at my wit's end. I was like, I cannot. That's where I draw the line. Are you implying that I'm doing something not appropriate with PK? No, this is the thing. I think that the rumors about Dorit and Mauricio 1000% played a part in the demise of these friendships, between Kyle and Dorit. 100%. Do I think it's the only reason? No, but I do think it's a factor. Like, you cannot be like, oh God, no, these are just ridiculous, crazy rumors. Girl, bye, stop. First of all, there's been rumors of Mauricio cheating for years. So that's not shocking. And then also, like, I don't care how strong your friendship is. I don't care how strong your marriage is. If if people on such a grand scale are questioning whether or not your friend and your husband are having an affair, that's going to have some type of effect. It is. And so to act like it has no effect and it's ridiculous is crazy. Now, do I think that PK and Kyle were texting each other out of some affair, sexual attraction? No, I think that they were comparing notes. The first thing you would do is compare notes with your friend's spouse. You'd be like, oh my gosh, Dorit said she was shopping on this day. What was Mo doing? Mo said he was traveling. What was Dorit doing? You're going to compare notes. You're going to see what's up. What have you heard? What do you know? What's going on? That's what I think Kyle and PK are doing. They're comparing notes. They're not having a relationship, right? Please, like, miss me with that. So, yeah. Let's talk about what's going to happen to Kyle and Dorit in the upcoming season. So, according to a press release shared ahead of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 14, fans are in for a lot of Kyle and Dorit dynamics. This is a season of transformation for the ladies of Beverly Hills. Kyle and Dorit not only find themselves navigating their fractured friendship, but also dealing with fallout from their respective marriages, it reads. Unsurprisingly, the season 14 trailer showed a peek at the drama, including a major fight between the women. What more do you effing want from me? Kyle asked, causing Dorit to retort, I want you to stop effing raising your voice at me. Earlier in the trailer, Kyle also tells Dorit, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Can you let me talk? It's time for you to effing listen, answers Dorit. Andy Cohen also gave a peek into the women's relationship during an episode of his Radio Andy radio show. Dorit is very activated. She and Kyle, it's kind of surprising to see where they go. I have to say, it's a different side of Kyle, he said. I mean, Mo has moved out and she's really trying to figure out what her life is. And she lives in this kind of big empty house. And it's very surprising to see after we've been living with this woman for so many years. So something to look out for. Again, this activated version of Dorit, I think, is the real Dorit. I think she's so nasty and so rude. That's who she is. So I want to know what you guys think about this. What do you think the real reason is between, both of these couples separating, these two women having a major falling out, but yet the husbands are still friends and dipping it and doing it? Are you watching the new season? What are your thoughts? What are your comments? Put it down below. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.